Hi students, welcome to another video of Smartly Learn. In this video, let's find the solution for the 14th question in exercise 4.2. Using properties of determinants, solve for x. There are two subdivisions. Let's take up the first one. So let's first do a couple of transformations. So column 1 is going to be equal to column 1 plus column 2 plus column 3. So in this case, it will become x plus a plus b plus c. Again an x plus a plus b plus c. Once more an x plus a plus b plus c. All the other columns, we're just going to copy it as such. So b, x plus b and b, c, a and another x plus c is equal to 0. Now, since the first column has all the elements to be same, we are going to take it outside. So it is x plus a plus b plus c into determinant of 1, 1, 1. Here b, x plus b, b, c, a, x plus c, and this is going to be equal to 0. Now the next transformation that we are going to put is R3 is equal to R3 minus R1. So this will become x plus a plus b plus c, and this time R3 is modified, so I'm keeping the first row and the second row as such. So this is going to be 0, 0, x plus c minus c is going to be equal to x. So now this is equal to 0. Now you see one row has been made equal to 0 except for one element. So we can directly expand along this row. So this is x plus a plus b plus c. Now expanding along this row, this will become x into x plus b minus b. So because I have to do this cross multiplication, minus of this cross multiplication is equal to 0. So minus b and plus b will get cancelled. So here you are going to have x squared into x plus a plus b plus c is equal to 0. So they are asked us to solve for x, which means x is equal to 0 or minus of a plus b plus c. So these are the possible solutions that x can hold. Now let's take up the second determinant. Let's make the first transformation. C2 is equal to C2 plus C1 and C3 is equal to C3 plus C1. So in this case, the first row I'm retaining it as such. So this is 3 minus x minus 1 and 1. As for the second one, this is the second column. You are going to add these. So this is 2 minus x, this is 4 minus x, and this is 0. Now for the third column you are adding. So this is going to be 4 minus x and this is going to be equal to minus 2, and this is going to be another 4 minus x is equal to 0. Now we are going to do the next transformation. Row 3 is equal to row 3 minus row 1. So this is going to be 3 minus x, 2 minus x and 4 minus x. Here there is a minus 1, there is a 4 minus x, there is a minus 2. Now for the transformation that we make, so this is going to be x minus 2, another x minus 2, and this is going to become 0 is equal to 0. If you look at the last row, x minus 2 can be taken as common because the 0 exists. So let's perform that operation so that we will be able to take x minus 2 outside. So x minus 2 into determinant of 3 minus x, 2 minus x, 4 minus x. Here minus 1, 4 minus x, minus 2. Now that we have taken this out, this will be 1, 1 and 0 is equal to 0. Now you can simply expand along this column so that it will be easier. One of the easiest way to do that first before is subtract column 2 from column 1. So this will be even more easier. So let's make that transformation. So C2 is going to be equal to C2 minus C1 because I'm going to make this 0. So let's do that now. Transformation now will become x minus 2. The first column remains as such. So this is minus 1 and 1. 2 minus x minus 3 plus x. So this plus x and minus x will get cancelled. So this will become minus 1. Now we are at C2 minus C1. So 4 minus x minus of minus 1. So this will become 5 minus x. This is 0. 4 minus x minus 2 and 0 is equal to 0. Now if you expand along this rule, all you have to do is cross multiply. So x minus 2 into 2 minus of 4 minus x into 5 minus x is equal to 0. So now you see you can simplify this. So x minus 2, this will become 2 minus, first let's do term-wise multiplication, 20 minus 5x minus 4x plus x squared is equal to 0. Now we are going to make this a quadratic equation and we will be doing a splitting the middle term. So before that, let's term wise remove this negative sign. So x minus 2, I am taking this negative sign inside. So 2 minus 20 is minus 18. Minus 9x will become plus 9x and minus x squared is equal to 0. I'm going to take this minus sign entirely outside. So this is x minus 2 into x square minus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0. Now we can do a split the middle term here. So this is minus of x minus 2 into x minus 6 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. So you're going to get one sign you can modify, or you can put a minus sign for one of those zeros. So whichever works right there. So possible zeros are going to be 2, 6 and plus 3, minus 2 plus 6, 3, or you can put 2 minus 6 or 3, or 2, 6 and minus 3. The minus sign you can combine it with any one of those terms to get a different possible values. So one of the sign has to be negative, all the other zeros are going to be positive. In the next video, we will find the solution for the 15th question in this exercise. See you in the next video. Bye.